Hello everyone and welcome back to the Linux Lighthouse, your guide to openSUSE Linux. In today's video, we are diving into the practical side of PAM, Pluggable Authentication Modules, on openSUSE Linux. While PAM is often seen as a tool for sysadmins, there are simple, real-life examples that even home users can apply to improve their system's security and usability. Let's get started. pam-config is a powerful tool on openSUSE Linux that simplifies managing PAM configurations. Instead of manually editing files, you can use this command to enable or configure authentication features quickly and easily. We will cover three practical examples. 1. Setting up account lockout after multiple failed login attempts. 2. Requiring strong password policies. 3. Displaying custom login messages. Some of these examples are achievable with pam-config and others manually in just a few steps and are simple and easy to implement even for beginners. Our first example will enhance your system security by locking a user account temporarily after a number of failed SSH, SU, or sudo login attempts. This is great for preventing brute force attacks. Before we continue, there is an important message stated in the official manual of openSUSE regarding security. Denial of service attacks. Password failure counts can easily be abused to cause denial of service attacks by deliberately creating login failures. Only use password failure counts if you have to. Restrict locking to the necessary minimum and don't lock critical accounts. Keep in mind that locking not only applies to human users but also to system accounts used to provide services. openSUSE Leap provides PAM module pam_tally2 to easily implement password failure counts. Open the PAM configuration file for login by typing vi etc pam.d/login and you add these two lines in the same exact order. This one, auth required pam_tally2.so deny equal 3 unlock time equal 600 and this line account required pam tally2.so for deny equal 3 locks the account after 3 failed attempts. For this one unlock underscore time equal 600 unlocks the account after 10 minutes 600 seconds and you can change these values according to your needs. After you finish editing the file, make sure that you write and quit. Also to add a small information here that Tumbleweed is using fail lock. So if you are going to use the same functionality on Tumbleweed, instead of pam_tally2, you use pam_fail lock. It will give you the same functionality. Let's add one more thing and make it more interested instead of just log in that you have to be fully log in to the system. I mean from the GUI or maybe from a terminal. The same two lines we added here, this one and this one, pam tally. Let's take these two lines, same, and we added, let's etc pam d, we stand here and we do ls. If you can see that many services here, you can adjust it according to your needs. So if I want same functionality to happen when I do SU, because now it's apply only for login, you can do this for SU and sudo. So let's do it for SU dash L as a full login environment. Okay. So I will open this file SU dash L and I make sure that I copied the line to add it there in the same way. So when I go here, I find auth, I go and I take new line and I paste it here, maybe adjust it to feel more looking good. And I go here after under accounts, I can paste it, but I will change here and I will keep pam, I will keep required, but instead of auth here, it will be account. And we can just here again and save and exit. Let's open a new terminal. And if I did su-l user1 and I press and let's enter any password. I know the password, but I want to simulate the functionality that we just added. And we see if the user got logged. I will try now to enter the right password and hear the message account locked due to four failed logins. So now we have the same for login and for SU. So let's say you want to know about the number of the fails for that account. You can use the command line pam underscore tally 2 and dash u for the user and the username. And it will give you that the failures for time, latest failure, and the date and from which terminal this happened. So if I tried again to log into the user and I'm entering my right password, still it gives me the same error message. So because I have to wait 10 minutes. So you can reset this by adding the argument dash r dash u for user and you just hit enter. So if I try it again here and I put my password, now I can log in back. So this is how you reset a failed login and a user got locked from being able to log into the system. And one information to end this section that under var log tally log, this is where tally saves its log. But also remember that this file is a binary file. You can read it, you cannot read it by a normal text editor. So let's move forward. Our second example ensures users create strong passwords, which is critical for system security. Let's configure this with pam-config using cracklib and pw history modules. To add password quality rules, run this command pam-config and dash dash add cracklib dash min for minimum length equals 16, cracklib lowercase, cracklib u credits, cracklib d credits, cracklib o credits, cracklib retry, and cracklib diff ok. As you can see, the command to explain what's going on here for minimum length requires passwords to be at least 16 characters. For the arguments d credit, u credit, o credit, l credit, each of these d credit digit, and for u credit uppercase, o credit special character, l credit for lowercase. In total, this ensure the password includes at least one digit, uppercase letter, special character, and lowercase letter. For retry equal 3 allows 3 attempts to set a strong password. For diff OK equal 3 ensures the new password differs by at least 3 characters from the old one. Once you are sure about the syntax, you just hit enter. If you are interested to know where these got saved, you go to etc pam.d and common pass wd. And we can see here it is saved here as we added. Okay. To restrict the use of previous passwords, you can do that by run the command pam-config dash dash add dash dash pw history for the password history module and dash dash pw history dash remember equal 5 and dash dash pw history dash retry equal 3 and you hit enter. We had something wrong here. Let's fix it. We misspelled this word here. Okay, and we press enter. For remember equal 5, remember the last 5 passwords. For retry equal 3 allows 3 attempts to set a password not in the password history. For both of them, for crack and password history, these functionality on openSUSE Tumbleweed, you use PW quality module, password quality on Tumbleweed. Okay, so let's check again file password, and we can see here password history configuration has been added here. Okay, let's now test our configuration. I will open new terminal and I will log into a different user. Okay, and I will enter my password and I will run the command to change my own password. I will run the command passwd and I will hit enter, changing password for my user. So I will try first to enter my same password. I enter my same password here for the current, and then for the new, I will enter the same password and password unchanged, and it will ask me again for new password. So we said retry for the history. I will enter the password again, and now password unchanged, and have exhausted maximum number of retries. So let's again try with a different password and with a missing character or something. So I will do like mixing character small without here for current password first. Sorry, I have to enter first my current password, and here I will enter all small different password. Okay, and we will see that password is too simple. Okay, I will enter another one, and again, why? Because I put only lowercase characters and mixed with numbers and special characters, but there is no uppercase. Okay, so that's the kind of the messages that you will get. So if I tried, let's exit from here. If I tried a strong password and follow all the rules, here again, the current password, okay, and I will enter new password. So it is still, yeah, because I put less than 16 characters. So now you got the idea about the functionality of PAM and how to control the way of creating a password and the history of the created password. Our third and final example personalizes your system by displaying a custom message during login. This is great for reminders or welcome notes. Edit the MOTD file or the message of the day is displayed after a user logs in. To edit this file, but let's take a backup for it first. It's etc/etc MOTD, and I will take backup. Make it a habit to always make a backup for any editing file. And then I will open the file etc MOTD, and I will delete the line there. And I will add new 2 lines like welcome to your secure open to the system, and remember, keep your system updated and passwords wrong. And I will exit and save the file. Okay. So after you editing the file, you need to add, and by the way, this is the second case that you need to manually edit your PAM configuration files. Okay. Mostly you have to start with pam-config. If it is a rare case like this, you can do manual, but always start with pam-config. Okay. So in order to do that for a login, we need to open etc pam.d login, and the last line here, we take a new line and we add this session, and we write optional, and here pam underscore mod dot so. If you want the same functionality for SSH, by default SSH comes with this line at the end. It is here. So as we said, this is for login. Let's say we want the same functionality for su and sudo for an example. So all you need to do, again, you go to pam.d and you trace the file that you need to add this line. We have here su and su-l and sudo-i. So you can add that line in these four files to have the same functionality, like a message get printed for the user who is doing like switching to another user or sudo to another user. Okay, but for sudo, I don't recommend to do that because maybe someone is doing sudo to run a command, so the message will be printed and it will be confusing. But su, it has one functionality, which is switching user. Okay, so let's do that with su-l, and we go down here and we add session optional, and we write pam underscore mod dot so, and we exit. And now we can test it with su-l, and I will switch to this user and I will enter my password. And here we go. We have the message got printed. So the same message will get printed when someone log into your system, SSH, or maybe switching user by using the command su. To recap, we covered three practical ways to use PAM on openSUSE Linux. 1. Automatically blocking accounts after failed login attempts to enhance security. 2. Enforcing strong password policies to protect against weak credentials. 3. Adding a custom login message to personalize your system. These examples are easy to implement yet highly effective, even for home users. Give them a try and let me know how it works for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others. Let me know in the comments how you are using PAM or if there is a topic you would like me to cover next. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.